Hey, yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Citywide.Kb. I'm gonna come back with another video, and today I got a J37 intake manifold and thought about it. I'm type S. Feel like you should go ahead and get that J37 intake manifold. I'm just gonna get into.
I can't ride up in no Charger. Got the wheel like Jimmy Johnson. I can't go like Paul Walker. VTEC engine 3.2 ACURA TL. It's gon' hawk.
So boom, this is the J37 intake and throttle body. What the fuck was that? So first thing first, I don't know if y'all can see that down there. Hold on. Just barely. But I got like an inch and a half or an inch spacer. When I tell you this motherfucker don't do shit but hit the top end power, that's all it's gonna do. That's fucking it. Don't look for no motherfucking low end torque. Don't look for no mid. I mean, it's gonna touch with the mid end, but at the same time, 9 times out of 10, that is only gonna affect your top end. Honestly, make this a top end car and not really a stoplight or a low end grunt type of car. I highly recommend that. But if you just want to like an extra bump in horsepower, just go on with the P2R or just don't run one in general because it only affects the top end. If you are getting that spacer, wherever you did get that spacer from, but get them 2 studs that go with it. Because if you don't get the 2 studs, then that motherfucker is not gonna be secured. When you put it on, that shit's just gonna be wonky as hell. You're gonna be left with 2 missing bolts, like a jackhead. We don't want no missing bolts around this motherfucker. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take 2 of the same nuts that we just got up off this motherfucker, right? Inverse them bitches. Take that bitch off like that. Use your imagination if I ain't explaining this shit right. But other than the spacer, J37 intake manifold, this motherfucker took me about 3 months in the junkyard to find this motherfucker. I ain't gonna hold you. I wanna say I drove like 50 miles collectively just to find this one intake manifold. And it's like every time I go to one or I see one, if it has been on the lot for more than 5 consecutive days, it's no longer there. So I had to scout these motherfuckers. You will have to as well. From my experience, the best one to grab this off of would be a 2010 or 2014 TL 3.7 SHR wheel drive, or any TL or any Acuras with a 3.7 after 2010. They started putting the magnesium instead of the other 3.7 manifold, and the magnesium has bigger ports and it's lighter and it flows a lot more than the regular aluminum manifold for the 3.7 or the 3.5 or the 3.2. But on the flip side of that throttle body, if you get that intake manifold, you might as well just go ahead and leave the throttle body connected to it, because it's gonna cost either way you go. So the reason why I say the one you want to get is from TL and not any other platform is because the TL, from my opinion, it only has this ACURA logo with the top. Well, is the only ACURA that has the ACURA logo on the top plate with the butterfly valve. So I don't know. In my opinion, that shit look harder than the blank one. I ain't gonna lie to you. I just need to get this motherfucker painted, wrinkle coated, or something. I just can't have this motherfucker looking all crappy, because I'm trying to get back into the car meet and into the actual car scene. But shit, at the same time, I really just want to stay in the house. But for the most part, I'm halfway bolt on. I ain't even full bolt on. Somebody got a fucking turbo. I just heard that shit. Yeah, basically I'm half bolt on. I got a fucking 3-inch full cold air intake to behind the bumper. Next thing I gotta do is the exhaust. Honestly, a long part for me, pause, because I still don't know who I want to go with or what the fuck exhaust system I want to do. I don't know if I want to piece it together or just buy one all together. I don't know who got it like that in terms of products or what I'll fucking sound a bitch. I really just want to have my own exhaust, my home goddamn car. Honestly, just leave honestly kind of like a pathway for others to goddamn follow. You feel me? Because I'm trying to take a least travel path. Everybody doing the same shit, going with the 3-inch to 4-inch. That shit, honestly, in my opinion, don't add no goddamn power. But if you keeping a cool, goddamn, consistent, straight edge through the goddamn whole induction process, I don't know. I feel like you get a smoother power curve to me. But that's just me. Shit, other than that, home slice, get you the J37 intake manifold, dude. You're gonna love it. I insert some clips on what the induction noise sound like, and when that bit cross over the VTEC, this shit sound nasty. Damn, I know that sun blinding the shit out of niggas. And 12 just went the other goddamn way. Like, I ain't goddamn recording over here, man. I'm trying to make some money. Leave me alone. Ooh, that motherfucking coyote sound nasty. Other than that, Probably just gonna hop off this motherfucker. I just want to come on here and let y'all know on some slick shit, some real cool shit. Oh yeah, and if you are planning on doing this swap too, and you want to do the coolant bypass, I can't forget this. You gonna want to go to AutoZone. I think that is 5/16. You want to get you some caps, 2 caps for that. And then you want to take one of the hoses and just loop it back into the other one. You don't want to clog this shit up, because if you do, you're going to run into problems. Don't ask me how I know. I just know. But other than that, it's pretty much going to be a wrap for today's video. So if y'all did like that video, go ahead, thumbs it up, subscribe, turn on post notifications on. And I'm going to catch y'all when I catch y'all.
Bye, have a great time.
Hey, niggas ain't fucking with me and they know. Black out the wood tryna load up and blow. I'm the little nigga who pushing them low. Not in my pocket, a Glock on the road. Pull my eyes, go visit the bank.